there. But I think it's these D coordinators are doing a good job scheming out what we do. And I mean, hats off to them. But I mean, as long as we execute and keep doing what we do, I think we'll be all right.
Corey, how would you assess your own play
natural as far as knowing when to hand off?
Not as good as it should be. I mean, everybody has room to grow, and I think everybody on this team can do a little more to help the team. But with this bye week here right now, I'm gonna do my best, take care of my body, come back with these fresh legs, and finish off the rest of the season.
Coach Herman was just talking about trying to hit guys on the move a little bit more as receivers. What's he talking about with that? And do you see that as something where maybe give you pass catchers a chance to get more yards after the catch if you catch it in stride?
Oh yeah, I mean it's easier to catch something on the run and make a guy miss when you're on the run as opposed to like a top end of a curl or something like that when you're flat-footed, have to turn around and identify the defense. So I know what he means when he says that. It would make life a lot easier for everybody.
How much of the offensive game for you guys? Obviously, you understand what it is, but like against Wisconsin, they played press coverage and forcing guys to take shots down. Northwestern was kind of the opposite. Do you guys sort of understand that going into games and what to kind of expect at your position?
I think we knew that they were going to do that going in. I mean, that's how they played everybody all year. And obviously the teams watch film, so they know what we do, and we run vertical and we do it well. So we expected them to do that, and I think they did a good job of slowing us down in that aspect. But Coach Herman came up with a good game plan to kind of make plays and drive down the field, and we just executed.
Is it frustrating when you can't be what you want to be at your position? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, not at all. I mean, I'll take what they give us, so we'll take what they give us. So I mean, as long as we're putting up points at the end of the day, we're fine.
Corey, Braxton had some rough moments in that game, but then came on strong. What was he like in the midst of that, and you know, just the exhibit confidence, or what was he like?
He was still very positive, and everybody was walking over to him, just making sure he kept his head up and just worry about the next play and the next play, because we knew that at the end of the day we'd be all right if we just continue to get better throughout the game, which we did, and just stay on top of the defense. The defense stayed on top of us. So I think everybody did a good job of just being around Braxton and keeping his confidence up high.
We asked a million questions in the preseason about Dontre Wilson, and he, for instance, wasn't really involved in the game plan at all against Northwestern. The coaches said he needs to become more of an overall football player and not just a hood ornament that comes in and whenever he's in the game, everybody knows he's getting the ball.
Right.
For any young, talented guy, you were a young, fast guy at one point. What do you have to do? What's this process like for him in trying to become a total football player at this level?
I think he just has to just when the season's over, just come out with, because Evan and Devin will still be here, so he comes out with Evan and Devin, just work on everything, his routes, his blocking, getting away from Coach Mick, just hit the weight room real hard so he can get stronger, just so there's not a play where the coach has got to take him off the field because he has to run block or because he has to run a certain route. So if he gets out here and just works on everything in the offseason and hits the weight room real hard, so the coaches have no choice but to put him on the field.
It's not just speed alone at this level that can get it done, huh?
Not at
You
all.
gotta have the other stuff too.
Yeah, you got to be able to do everything.
Does it take a while to learn that, though, especially when you're one of those guys who's got the speed and you probably come in here with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, you can outrun everybody, and there's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, especially with this offense that we have, you got to be able to do everything because real up-tempo offense that likes to get running backs out of space and wideouts got to be able to block downfield. That's how those little 7-8 yard plays become big plays when you have wideouts that can block downfield. So they make us like kind of it's mandatory that we be able to block downfield.
How special is this streak? I know you guys don't talk about it week to week, but
What is it now?
18 now. You know, but you guys talked about it like in the locker room or small groups. What you guys are up to. What you guys would like to get to, sort of thing.
Nah. I think everybody just kind of taking it one game at a time. Coach Meyer puts a lot of emphasis on just taking this one game at a time and not looking forward to anything. So I think if we just keep taking this one game at a time, we'll be straight.
But you guys are aware that his personal best is 22.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
It's a score
You know what was his best?
Score record.
Curiosity?
22.
22 is a lot.
Oh, okay.
It'll be an easy one to remember.
Are you a get away from football kind of guy on a weekend like this, or are you going to watch it? How do you spend a weekend where there's no game?
Watch football. I mean, I'm going to go watch my little brother play. I haven't seen him play yet, so it'll be nice to go and watch him play, watch my little cousin play. No, they're doing big things back home.
How old are they?
Little brother's 13.
Pee Wee or what's that? Middle school? What was he playing?
Middle school football, CYO, 8th grade. He's got an offer here already.
Not to put the
Official?
whammy on anybody,
What's his
but
position?
Running back.
He's a running back.
I go back to the preseason, and Coach Myers said that if you guys have no distractions, you'd be pretty good. Bye week comes up, you guys have some free time. How important is it to get back here Sunday with no distractions?
Very important. I mean, it would be devastating if we had one of our key players like do something stupid that'll cause them to miss some time, especially right now that when we have the streak going, like you said. So I mean, if everybody stays out of the wrong environments and just go spend time with their family and do what they got to do, we'll be straight.
Do you think everybody's got that message now, though, Corey?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, especially since, I mean, it's hard not to get the message the way Coach Meyer kind of tells us it. So, I mean, if you mess up now, I mean, then especially what we got going on, then something wrong with you.
What does it mean for the whole offense to have Carlos have a game like he had the other night where it established definitely y'all can power run? You know what I mean? What does this do for the whole group, I guess?
It makes us a more balanced offense. Now they can't just load the box because we can throw vertical, or they can't just play the pass because now we got Carlos here who can ground and pound. And so I guess it's hard for D coordinators to game plan against an offense like this.
You know, Coach Herman said a while ago that one of the things they definitely want to get going in this 2-week period, too, with you receivers and quarterbacks, he wants to get you guys getting the ball on the run instead of like throwing a lot of hitches and bubbles and things like that. I mean, can you see where that would pay dividends? If you get hit more moving than just standing there.
If you catch the ball on the run, I mean, it helps your yards after catch as opposed to having to be stationary, turn around, identify where the defender is. You'll just be able to do things a lot quicker if you catch it on the run.
What would it, Coach Meyer said that he thought about putting Kenny in for Braxton in that game. What would it have done for the team if they would have given Kenny a shot and taken Braxton out as a starter?
I think the energy would have went up a little bit. Kenny's a guy that kind of an energy provider. So I think that it just would have had the energy level rise, and I think everybody would have played up to a higher level.
Could you understand why
Thanks,
they
Phil.
thought about it?